Hey, how's it going, everybody? So I wanted to go ahead and make a video on which items I would recommend or which items I think you should buy, especially with Amazon Prime Day right around the corner. A lot of these items have been bought, I believe, within about a year or so, but I still use them. They're very effective. They haven't broken down. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first item you see here is the Razer Huntsman V3 Pro. It's been really nice to use, really smooth. I'll go ahead and type them out so you can hear it as well. It has green stickies, I believe. And this is how it sounds. I've been practicing a lot of Fortnite mouse and keyboard, mostly because I do play in controller. These are the audio buttons that it has here. I'll go ahead and link this in the description box. I'll link all the items so you can go and check it out. Hopefully it does go on sale if it's something that you like. It also has this magnetic attach on for your wrist. The only thing is that it's really flat. It's not those puffy type, so you might not like it, but for me it hasn't been an issue, to be honest, and my wrists also don't hurt. You know, everything's pretty well. So we'll go ahead and quickly jump into the Razer mouse Dock Pro. This is primarily used obviously to charge your mouse, which we're actually going to go ahead and jump into next. Just go ahead, it basically just charges your mouse, you know, pretty simple, self-explanatory. Now the mouse that we have here is a Razer Basilisk V3 Pro. I believe I also bought this about a year ago. As you can see, it has 3 buttons on the side. It has 2 up here, including the mouse, or not including the mouse, and then the 2 common buttons. If you click one of these buttons, it actually unlocks the wheel, and it has what you would call, I guess, an unlimited spinning function. Although of course it's not unlimited, but it does spin for a lot more often. You may have certain uses for that. I like the mouse itself. It's relatively comfortable, but if you do get this mouse, keep in mind that it's meant for bigger hands. So it might feel weird for you. So for example, if I'm playing or if I'm just using the mouse, I'll find myself often switching my wrist this way. I don't know why. My thumb just ends up here. But if I start playing, for example, Fortnite, I try to put my thumb all the way up here, and then basically this is kind of how I play. I'm still trying to figure out how to best use the mouse myself, since I don't really game too much on the mouse. But again, it's very responsive, it's pretty slick. And yeah, we jump into our next item, which is this Corsair mouse pad. I bought this one at Best Buy, but they might actually have it on Amazon. It's been with me now for I think 3 years. It's super smooth, it lights up, so it looks cool. If we move over here, we see the Elgato, I want to say it's called 4X. It's relatively new, the newest one that has come out. This I got it to live stream on my Switch, which unfortunately I haven't done so. I've just been very busy with other items. But yeah, I bought it for that purpose. It also works with PC as far as I'm concerned. But if it doesn't, please let me know. And then if we move up here, I do have the Razer Kiyo Pro Ultra. So this is actually a relatively good webcam. I've used it before to record videos, whether it's recording myself, as you have seen in some of the videos, or if I'm live streaming. It's very crisp and clear, has a lot of settings. And you can also use it just to simply record. You know, I am using my phone right now to record, but I could have used this webcam as well. Yeah, strongly recommend it. Obviously, a lot of these items are going to be a little costly compared to other items. Another item that I would recommend for gaming, obviously you want to get speakers. Maybe you want to go ahead and just listen to the game, or you want to listen to music, whatever it may be. I've been having these Logitechs, and they're really, really good. I've been having them for about 6 years now, I think, and I keep looking at new ones that come out, especially those that are that light up and whatnot. And I think this is a good bang for your buck. I believe they're still around the same price. When I got them, they were like 120. But it's these 2 speakers and then a subwoofer, which I have down below. we go over here. I also recommend, you can see my face right there. Anyways, I also recommend the Amazon Echo. They're relatively cheap, but they can be very useful for, you know, day-to-day things. If you want to control your lights, that's also something you can do. I believe I've seen them for $20, so I think that's a great steal and would strongly recommend it. We move on to the left, and we do have, I have to see what the name is called, but I'll go ahead and add it into the, oh, never mind, Stream Deck. So the Elgato Stream Deck. You can use this for a variety of things. You can go ahead and actually set up applications in each one of these buttons, and I'll go ahead and open the applications. You can also control volume from here, screen brightness, basically anything you can think of, this can pretty much do. As you can see, I have my logo here. I have to log into the application, that way it shows what I have. But you are actually able to create pages. So for example, let's say this is my Twitch page. I can put like screen markers, change scenes, like, comment, add music, whatever it may be, control the volume, and then I can click, for example, this button, and I'll go ahead and switch to a whole different page that I may use maybe for Kick, YouTube, video editing, just in general. If I want to just play a game on Steam, maybe I can add a file into any of these buttons and it'll open the games that I press. So yeah, I've used it, not as much as I would like to, mainly because I've still yet to find a good configuration, as in like setting it up just right to where I want it. And since I'm also just getting into streaming, like more into it, as in like trying to make it better, I'm trying to practice with this a little bit more. But yeah, this is another option that you can use. They do have a different varieties. I just like this one overall because it's compact and it has, you know, these knobs and whatnot. So let me go ahead and pause the video so I can get a few more items. Okay, so hopefully you can see these items as well. What we have here is a hard case for the mouse. I've been just throwing my mouse into my laptop bag, and thankfully it hasn't gotten damaged or anything like that. But I found this for, I believe, 15 bucks. It fits the mouse right in there perfectly, and it keeps it, you know, well contained. It's pretty small, which is basically what you want, right? You don't want no bulky cases. I do recommend this as well, as I do with all the other items that I've presented and will present so far. We move on to this controller case. As I mentioned, a lot of my games are played by controller, especially competitive ones. I haven't just gotten into mouse and keyboard, but I'm trying to do more with Fortnite, so yeah, I'm practicing. But yeah, this is one of the only cases that I've seen that has, like, let's say, this relatively shape that fits my Razer controller. As you can see as well, it's pretty soft in here to keep it protected. It's really soft, actually. You can put your cable in here, and again, it's pretty compact as well, which leads me to my next item, which is a Razer Wolverine V2 Chroma. This is the controller that I use. It works pretty well. It's very responsive. I haven't had any issues. There was one issue when I initially bought this controller like a year and a half ago. Well, after almost a year passed, I think there was an update that basically bricked the controller, so I wasn't able to use it. So I hit up Razer. As you can see, there's a trend here, right? So I hit up Razer, and they went ahead and gave me another one, and so far I haven't had any issues. It's really good. It has a controller, Xbox controller configuration and size, so it feels very comfortable. It has like social media buttons all around. It isn't wireless. It has to be only wired, but from what I've understood in gaming, you typically want things to be wired so they're more responsive. It has a couple of pedals here, let's call them, that you can configure. I configured mine, not in this specific order, but to use A, B, and I believe LB and RB. So yeah, they've worked really well. It's a pretty good controller. I know they brought out a newer one. that is wireless, I believe, but I don't remember if that one's for PC or if it's only for the PlayStation 5. I haven't updated it though or gotten the new one, just because I like this one so far. I haven't had any further issues, and it does light up as you can see here. It changes color, and then depending on the profile that you load up on the application, you can design or assign a color to the controller. So for example, I play Call of Duty and that one lights up green, and then when I play Fortnite it lights up blue, just letting me know which profile I'm in. But yeah, again, another thing that I recommend, I carry this with me now in my laptop bag since I do have a gaming laptop as well, because back then I also used to just throw the controller in there. And of course, you also want a headset, whether it's wired or wireless. This is a Razer Barracuda Pro. I've had it now for a year as well. It's really comfortable. It is wireless, and it has the spatial technology that you do have to unfortunately buy for an extra $20, where you can hear, for example, if you're playing Call of Duty, you can hear the footsteps, whether they're coming from above, from below, on the right or left. So yeah, this is another headset that I do recommend. As you can see, most of these items are Razer based. I've heard a lot of good and bad things about them, but I haven't had any issues with them. Therefore, I keep buying them. Maybe one day I'll get sponsors, so I don't have to keep spending money on them. But yeah, that's another item that I do recommend. On the more expensive side, I have my Samsung tablet, which I upgraded from my previous tablet, which is why I got this. I think it's a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus tablet. So I believe it's 12 inches. And I use this just for general stuff. If I'm watching videos, sometimes I'll game on it. When I go do my school hours, sometimes I have some downtime, or I'll just connect it on my laptop to this as a third screen. It's pretty simple. I've shown how to do so in another video, and you can just have like, you can be watching videos here, you can be working on schoolwork, right? I have like a third window just to put stuff here. And of course, if you're a gamer, you can be playing a game here and working on like on the laptop or vice versa. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind. It doesn't have to be this expensive. I believe this is still like $900, but you can get a second monitor for maybe like 150, 200, depending on the statistics or whatever settings it has. And then let's go ahead and move up here. Okay, so another item I would also recommend is basically a ring light. This one changes colors, so it's pretty cool, but I primarily just keep it, I believe this is called daylight, to live stream, get better lighting in your rooms. I think I got it for like $30, but of course you're gonna want to check to see if it's cheaper, especially for Prime Days. So that's one of the items that can help, whether it's making videos, just for general lighting, taking pictures, whatever you're gonna use it for. It's pretty cool, it's pretty compact. So I don't know if you can see, but you can make it pretty tall. I think it's not even at its tallest just because these clamps are closed. If they were open, I think it goes even higher. We move over here. I have my HyperX QuadCast mic that I use to record. It's actually quite a distance. So this is my hand here, and I'm reaching out all the way, and that's how far I have it. But since I changed the settings on OBS, you're able to hear me relatively clear from that distance, and it also filters out any other audio. So it doesn't pick up, for example, my dog's barking, the neighbors talking, or, you know, screaming, partying, people honking the horn, whatever it may be. So it's a pretty good mic. I've had it now for, I think, 4 years as well. I have these audio filters here that I've added to muffle the noise as well. That way when I speak, let's say this way, the audio or my voice hits the cushions, let's say, and it stops audio there, right? Otherwise it would bounce. That's kind of how the sound works. So that's what you use those for. Of course, this is my big screen monitor as well that I've used. I recommend looking into a monitor. I do have 3 monitors at the moment. I have two 24 inches, so 2 of these, and then my big one, my curved Samsung Neo G9, I think is what it's called, 52 inch. It's really cool. Obviously, it's a 52 inch, but I I don't know if I would ever buy it again just because it's too much. I think a 34 inch around there would have been perfect to kind of have it to where you see it right now. Because all this extraness is cool and all, but I don't know. Just for me, I feel like a little bit smaller would have been just right. But yeah, looking for another monitor, right? If you're gaming, if you're just doing other things at once, school, work, whatever it is, it's helped me out a lot in everything that I do. So I would recommend that as well. I'll try to see if I can find all the items that I've mentioned today and add them into the video. That way you can check it out. And then I'll try to have this video up as soon as I can. That way you can start getting ready, adding it to your cart in case it does go on sale. The other item that I would recommend is this case here. This is my Nintendo Switch dock that I bought for like $20. It's really good because you can fit in your Switch, your games, additional games up here. You can put your controllers and then charge them with the press of a button. And it's only $20. You can put controllers in here or headsets. Yeah, this is another thing that I would recommend, especially if you have a Switch. Maybe look into another dock. I have one up here in my office and one downstairs in the living room. I mean, you could save money by just grabbing the items and moving them over there. But for me, it's just a matter of just, simply getting my Switch, putting it in, and just being ready to play. I think that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other items that I do have, such as a multiple charger where you can charge your phones and other items. It has several USB slots and C slots, so you can charge more than one item. So consider that. Think about really about what you need in relatively to what you do, right? Whether it's gaming, whether it's work, multiple things. But yeah, if you have any other suggestions, let us know in the comment section. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully you do like this video, and if you do, consider giving us or myself a subscription. And let me know what other type of videos you'd like to watch as well. As I mentioned before, I'm still trying to find out what I want to do. But for now, it's just mostly me uploading commentary, reaction of videos that I think are interesting, to kind of bring it forward and so that everybody can see it as well, right? I think I recently made another video where I did make another video where I react to items that are suggested in Amazon. It's maybe not the type of format that I want to do, but I do want to just, again, just react to videos and bring them forward. How I deliver the video is probably going to change from video to video, but I think the videos itself and the topics that are included are videos that I wouldn't mind doing. And yeah, feel free to check me out when I do stream on Twitch or Kick. That information will also be in the description box. I'll see you next time.